Yo, how y'all doing, man? Look, for some reason, right? Yesterday I put this on my playlist. I said, you know what? I'm gonna react to this. You know, talks about God, as you can see, God, love, and fulfillment. You feel me? So, and today I was not gonna react to it, but something kept on pushing me to. I was doubting, like, yo, what if people don't like this, or what if people see this as, you know, I'm trying to force them into. But bro, I decided, you know what, nigga, hell nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna try my best not to cuss because we talking about God here, bro. You feel me? We talking about God, bro. So I'm gonna try my best not to cuss. But bro, I needed to. I needed to. I felt like I had to. I felt like I wanted to. It was in my heart, man. So I had to, bro.
It's only in God that your soul's at
By the way, this is a very good podcast by Jordan Peterson. One of the greatest people ever, bro. One of the greatest, smartest people ever. This this man is crazy, crazy smart. Like articulates himself like beautifully too. You understand? And you will hear it here. He understands a lot too. He knows a little bit about a lot. He said, you know, and which is cool, bro. It's cool, bro.
rest, as the psalm would say. I mean, it's
Yep.
only in God that your soul's at rest. And the paradox there is, if God is love, well, it's only in love that your soul's at rest. It's only when you give away. The illusion is, look, I'm unhappy, because everybody's unhappy. It doesn't mean depressed, it means everyone's hungry, right? So the illusion is, well, I just need something I gotta get filled up.
Yeah.
I gotta
Right.
give pleasure or power or wealth or something, just fill me up. Where the whole trick is always, no, it's not that. It's emptying yourself
I don't know if y'all want subtitles. I'm gonna put them on.
out. Give away what you have, and then you'll find more grace coming into your life. Because grace, that's what God is. That's God's name.
I hide the subtitles. Nah, bruh. I'm removing them. Howdy.
He is love. Love is to will the good of the other. So as you give it away, you get more.
Right. Well,
And
I
there's the-
really noticed this as an academic. I noticed there were two kinds of professors and graduate students for that matter. There were those who were completely generous with their ideas. My supervisor was like that, Robert Peel. Rob's still alive, and I still work with him. And I'd go speak with Bob on a pretty regular basis, and we'd talk like you and I are talking, and we'd generate like 5 research ideas, and every time we talked, there'd be 5 more.
Yeah,
And he was never territorial. And he
Right.
was just a fount of new ideas. Then there were the other kinds of professors
Yeah.
who, if they had an idea and shared it with you, they never let you forget who that idea was.
Right, that's
and
my
they would
idea.
jealously guard
Right.
them. And what happened to them was over time, their pool of ideas shrank
yeah,
to
of course.
nothing.
Yeah, of course.
Partly because other people stopped working with them, right?
Yeah.
Whereas with Bob, the more ideas he gave away, literally, the more
more he
ideas he
got.
gave away, the more he got.
No,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
principle.
yeah.
That's the Bible. That's the Bible over and over and over again. And the reason for that is that God is love, and God is this inexhaustible source of grace. And if you get hooked onto that, then you start looking like God. You start acting like God.
Mm-hmm.
You start becoming attuned to that. There's the saints. That's why they're radiant. That's why they have halos. They're radiant. They've found something. And that, I've known some saints in my life. I think real saints.
Yeah.
And they make you more alive. That's the mark of a saint. That
Yeah.
when you're with them, you're more alive. Because the glory of God is a human being fully alive. So God wants to enliven the other. So when you're hooked onto that, that's what you want too. And you
Right.
do it, you accomplish it, And then when someone's not a saint, they're the opposite of it, you feel less alive when you've been with them.
Yeah.
You feel diminished by them. It's because now you're caught in this game. They're going to hang on to what they've got,
Yeah,
make sure
yeah.
you don't get it,
Yeah,
no one else
that's
gets
that
it.
envious game.
And then so
Right.
there are people that breathe life into a room and people that suck air out of a
Yeah,
room, And you can say there's 2 types of people in the world,
Well, that's the Cain and Abel issue.
Yeah,
again.
yeah, quite right, yeah.
I'm taking 4 of my
Bro, let me tell y'all something, bro. As they say, bro, to love actually, bro, is to give, bro. When you give more, it doesn't matter what you give, bro. Something that feels valuable to you and the person that you're giving it to, bro. you feel like you feel your vibration just going up, bro. You feel your spirits just going up. You feel yourself kind of being better and better as a Christian, I'm gonna say, especially for me. Like, when I started loving more, loving meaning loving my friends more, loving my family more, I felt myself able to give more love. You understand? I felt like, okay, wow, I've never been so, like, I've never been so open to loving this much. You understand? I never even thought I had this capability to love harder than I used to love, bro. And when you love, like, when you can feel when a person is loving with, like, walls. You understand? It doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? God is love, bro. God is love, bro. I'm sorry, bro. This is his Ed.
But trying to get people to that space, there's pastoral ministry if you want. There's the translation of all this theoretical stuff into practice. Is you know there's that wonderful story about Jared Manley Hopkins, the great poet. And someone came to him and said, I'm really struggling to believe in God. What should I do? And Hopkins said, give alms. It's a great answer. He didn't give him an argument, or he didn't give him theoretical.
Right, practice.
He said, give alms.
Bro, am I the only one, like, who, when I feel envious, I kind of feel evil? Like, when I feel like, why is he getting that much and I'm not getting shit? I kind of feel evil, bro. I kind of have thoughts of, like, weird thoughts of, like, I gotta end that. That's how I feel. Like, I kind of feel like I have to end that. But then I remind myself who I am. A generous guy. A good guy. You know what I'm saying? A generous guy. But, like, bro, when I feel envious, bro, it kind of feels like all this weird, evil energy just ready to break everything. Everything. Break everything you everything that you want. I'm gonna break it, bro. Make you feel like you are nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I hate it, bro. I hate it. That's why I gotta always remind yourself who you are, bro. Especially as a Christian. Talking to y'all Christians, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give alms. Give something away.
Right,
and
right.
you'll discover something of God in that process.
Right.
I think that's dead right. I think that's dead right.
See what I heard? See? Give something away, you will find the presence of God, he said.
Discover something of God in that process.
Right.
I think that's dead right. I think that's dead right.
Right.
So that's where it comes down, and pastorally, is to get people into that space.
Yeah, well, I often recommended to my clients who were depressed and isolated that they do some volunteer work.
Yeah.
Right, because partly,
Very
practically, they needed to be connected to other people, and they needed to see that their contribution would be useful and valuable. That's another thing people aren't taught well to understand, which is that, and this is another form of wealth.
By the
is
way,
that
to all my friends,
connected to.
I can't wait till it sit like this. To all my niggas, bro. To all my friends, bro. I can't wait till it sit like this in a big table with that view behind us, talking, having fun, drinking some wine and stuff. You feel me? I can't wait. Hey, man, I love y'all. I almost cussed. I love y'all, man. I love my niggas, bro.
Especially if you're having a hard time and maybe you're torturing yourself to death. Especially, which is that people
I'm sorry.
aren't taught well to understand, which is that, and this is another form of wealth, is that especially if you're having a hard time and maybe you're torturing yourself to death as a consequence of your knowledge of your inadequacies, to see the positive impact of something you did reflected from someone else is unbelievably revivifying.
Yeah, right.
Right? And so you can imagine if you set up your life so that everywhere you went, that was reflected back because you'd been that generous, fortunate and generous. It's like, well, how could you have a better situation than that, even hypothetically? I think you can think about this in terms of economic, straightforward economic game modeling. So
Yeah,
there are
no,
these
yes,
experiments that have been done now. Imagine you have two people. So
Yeah.
you play this game with them. You say,
Yeah.
okay, well, here's the rule. I'm going to give you $100, and you have to offer some of it to your partner here. If they accept your deal, I'll pay you, and you
Yeah.
can split the money.
Yeah.
If they reject your deal, neither of you get anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so you play that game. And if you play it with people worldwide, what happens is on average, the person will offer 50%. Now, this has been a revolutionary discovery because the classical economic,
How much will y'all offer, bro? I'm not gonna lie, I'm offering that 50, bro. I'm offering 50, man. Anywhere more than that, bro, I don't know, bro. We both need the money. Both need the money.
rationalist view is that the person who's being offered the money, I give you $100,
Yeah.
should offer $1 to their partner
Yeah.
because they're rational self-maximizers. So they get 99, their partner gets 1, but the partner should take it because, well, do you want $1 or do you want $0? 1 is more than 0.
Right.
Right.
1 is a better deal than 0. But that isn't how it works. People offer 50%. If you match a rich person and a poor person together, the fact that the poor person is poor does not increase the probability that they will accept a low value offer. In fact,
Yeah.
it has the opposite effect. So a poor person is more likely to refuse an unfair deal.
1%.
And the reason for that is that
The $1.
this shows you how narrow the parameters were of the self that was supposed to be maximized economically. I've often played this with people in a crowd. While you play everything you do, you play to a crowd. Every
Yeah.
part of your life, it impacts your reputation. Well, if you develop a reputation as a fair trader, then the number of opportunities you're going to have to trade obviously will grow.
Yeah.
And so then you might say, well, how do you optimize that? And I suspect that you probably optimize that by slightly erring on the side of the other person with every interaction.
Yeah,
right?
right.
Not too much, because then you can get taken
Yeah.
advantage of. But
Yeah.
as a rule of thumb, it's like, well, if you get 55 and I get 45, well, that's not so bad, especially if it increases the probability that you'll agree.
Right.
But then if that increases the probability that more people will play games I'm setting up,
Yeah.
well, the net victory in that is immense.
Yeah.
And so it could easily be that if this was modeled properly mathematically, like as a strategy, and attempts have been made in that direction, that something like default generosity, we know this is default, we know default reciprocity works as a trading strategy across
Yeah.
multiple different situations. But I suspect that default generosity is probably an even more effective strategy.
Yeah.
So you could say it is not some pie in the sky, what would you say, sanctimonious spiritual advice to tell people to give.
Actually
It's-
works though.
Oh yeah, it's the most
Pragmatic,
practical possible advice.
Yeah.
They kind of left us hanging, bro. Do y'all think, bro, they kind of left us hanging, bro? Jordan, what are you doing, bro? He kind of left us hanging, bro. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hope I put y'all on, man. That's Jordan B. Peterson, bro. Very, 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 very smart man, bro. Very smart. And, bro. Nah, where's the fool? I think the fool is in his website. But, hey, I hope I put y'all on. This is a real, like, he helps. He helps a lot. He helps you understand things you might not understand about life, about anything, you feel me? And, bro, my Christians, read y'all Bible, my nigga. That's it. That's it, man. Shout out to my see y'all niggas later.